Imagine finding a dusty old box in your attic, something forgotten for decades. Inside, a diary. But not just any diary. This one holds secrets so profound, so shocking, they could rewrite everything you thought you knew about your own family. What untold stories are hidden in its brittle pages, waiting to be discovered? Have you ever opened something old and felt your heart stop for a moment? As if time itself paused, waiting for you to breathe again. That's how Emma felt the day she climbed into her grandmother's attic, searching for nothing, but somehow finding everything she never knew she needed. The attic was a world frozen in dust and sunlight, filled with forgotten boxes, old trunks, and memories trapped inside wooden drawers. The air smelled like cedar and thyme, soft, warm, and strangely comforting. Emma had come to clean the place after her grandmother's passing, but deep down she knew she was also searching for closure, something her heart had been missing for years. As she moved things around, her hand brushed against an old trunk. The metal latch was cold, almost stubborn, as if guarding secrets too heavy to be spoken. When she finally opened it, a soft sigh of old paper escaped. Inside lay a small, leather-bound diary, cracked at the edges, its pages yellowed like autumn leaves. The moment she touched it, her throat tightened because she knew exactly whose it was. It was her grandmother's. Emma sat on the wooden attic floor, her fingers trembling as she opened the first page. The handwriting was graceful and familiar. The same handwriting that had once written birthday letters, recipe notes, and tiny messages of love tucked into school lunches. But this diary, this felt different. It felt like a doorway. The first entry began with words Emma never expected. If anyone ever reads this, I hope it is Emma. There are things I never found the courage to tell her when I was alive. Emma's breath caught, her chest tightened. She wasn't ready, yet she turned the page anyway. Her grandmother wrote about her youth, the love she lost when she was too afraid to fight for it. The dreams she buried because life demanded survival over passion. The mistakes she made, the apologies she never said out loud, and the loneliness she carried quietly, like a shadow no one else could see. Emma's eyes burned as she realized something painful. Her grandmother had lived a life full of silence, full of sacrifices Emma never noticed because she was too young to understand. Then came an entry that made Emma's hands shake. They told me Emma would grow strong, but I prayed she would also grow brave. Strong people survive. Brave people live. Emma closed her eyes, tears slipping down her cheeks. All her life, she'd felt like she wasn't enough. Too unsure, too quiet, too afraid of disappointing everyone. Yet here it was. A woman she admired more than anyone, believing in a strength she didn't even see in herself. As she read on, the diary shifted into a story Emma didn't expect. Her grandmother wrote about a man, a love she never fully let go of, a love that shaped her, haunted her, and taught her what it meant to lose something you thought was forever. She wrote about regret, how it lingers longer than anger, and how silence becomes the heaviest burden of all. Emma felt her grandmother's pain in every line. It was like listening to a voice from another time, whispering truths, too fragile to speak aloud. Then, near the end, Emma found something that shattered her. If I could live again, I would choose courage over fear, and I hope Emma learns to choose herself, even when the world doesn't. Emma pressed the diary against her chest. Her tears fell silently onto the worn leather cover. She felt connected, heart to heart, with a woman she thought she knew but never fully understood. The attic was quiet. Only the sound of an old clock downstairs ticked like a heartbeat. Emma whispered, "I wish you had told me." But inside, she knew. This diary was her grandmother telling her. This was her voice, her truth, her final gift. As Emma stood, she felt different. As if the weight she had carried for years had shifted into something lighter. Something she could finally hold without breaking. She walked to the attic window. Sunlight streamed across her face, warm and gentle. She imagined her grandmother standing beside her, smiling softly, the way she always did when she wanted Emma to be brave. Emma closed the diary carefully, holding it with both hands. She whispered, "Thank you for finally letting me see you." And in that moment, she made a quiet promise to herself to live bravely, to love loudly, and to speak the words she once kept hidden inside her heart. Because she now understood. Some stories are meant to be written in silence, but others must be lived out loud.